Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the top 10 gaming tokens by market cap. We're going to start with stacks, followed by immutable, form, FLOKI, GALA, sandbox, mana, EGLD, super, and then we end it with X Infinity at number 10. Let's get straight into it. Stacks against USD. Here we are for stacks. Stacks had a sudden wick here. Sudden sharp wick down. So I'm like, are the wheels going to pull? Stacks down to clear this cell cluster. It's possible. So this will be 30 cents. Right now we're at $1. Could stacks still continue higher? I can count 5 ways though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could this be the end of the move as we drop lower? If you look at the weekly, right? Okay, it's hard to tell right now. Stacks against USDT. Okay, let's look at it on the perps. Yep, no, but still looking bullish to me. So I suspect stacks may still go higher. Higher to where? The skinny pink line, which will very likely coincide with the noisy area over here. So a little bit more upside to around above $1.20. Immutable X against USD. Here we are for immutable X. Anything for immutable X. Okay, there was an inverse head and shoulders. Kind of a chart pattern over here. Left shoulder, right head, right shoulder. We broke out, we retested the support. I'm not really too confident about this. Could we still, again, drop here? Maybe we consolidate, and accumulate a little bit longer before the break. Yeah, sure, of course. But again, this is not really that high quality, I would say. I'm not saying it can't go any higher, but yeah, you want to be very, very careful. Form against USD. Form is up. Ooh, look at this big green dildo. How much higher are we going to go? I don't know. We've hit $3. Any signs of a bullish continuation at this point? I don't see it yet. I don't see it. How much higher could form go? I don't know, bros. I don't know. But form is just not tradable. Not at this point of time. Now, FLOKI against USD. Here we are for FLOKI. Let's look at it on Gate. So for FLOKI, we actually have 2 targets. Another one is below here at 3,410. If we break the skinny pink line, right, take out just this high, I would assume that potentially we could be flipping bullish for FLOKI. But until then, we will remain with a bearish bias for FLOKI, and we still anticipate 3410 to be hit. I can also count again. Replay. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully, this is a wave 2, right? Wave 1, wave 2. Wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Becoming an inverse head and shoulders. FLOKI rises much, much higher. This will be fantastic. But we need to see the break above the skinny pink line first. GALA against USD. Here we are for GALA. GALA is still, again, very lackluster. Inverse head and shoulders over here. Potential is there, right? It's actually stronger than immutable, right? Immutable is quite weak. Immutable fell, past the support a little bit. But GALA is still above it. So I'm like, Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. This could be 5 though. Another one. I'm not too filled with confidence about GALA. GALA is still under the skinny pink line, right? And this is a new all-time low. Sadly. I would have preferred a higher low, But it's a lower low. So it is what it is. Could this be a sustainable move higher? Again, I'll prefer it if you accumulate it first before the break. So yeah, be careful. Sandbox against USD. Here we are for sandbox. Again, inverse head and shoulders. Falling. We fell past the support line. Right now, again, we hit the skinny pink line. Strong resistance. Drop down. We had a shooting star. Are we going to get another shooting star? As sandbox continues lower? Yeah, possible. Entirely possible. Are we going to get a new all-time low? Okay, not all-time low. Another lower low for sandbox? Okay, we're not too sure. It's not looking too good, bros. It's not looking too good. Yeah, again, I don't feel the bullishness for sandbox yet. Mana against USD. Here we are for mana. Anything for mana? No, nothing much. Hit the skinny pink line. Acted as a resistance. Right now we're getting a potential shooting star. But it's only 5 hours past the start of the day, so we don't really know yet. If we shifted to the weekly, you will see that the weekly is still going strong. Right? Bullish engulfing. Right? Big green candlestick, big green candlestick. We did not close under the body of the green candlestick here. And then after that, okay, hang on, there's a call. Bonus points if you know what song that is. There is a red candlestick. Okay, bro, focus. There's a red candlestick over here, but we did not close below. After that, bam, we rose higher. Again, the weekly did not close below here. There were not exactly a doji, right? Not exactly long-legged as well. But I suspect that there is still more upside to come. Until we close under this, right? Until we close under this, or we get a bearish reversal chart pattern, I would assume that mana is going higher. How much higher? Again, we can't say for sure. Going back to the daily, you will see that we are still under the skinny pink line, right? Would be great if you could just break it decisively, right? Like this, when we broke down, decisive fall. Eventually, we continue lower, and then bam, we broke higher. We took out these highs though, which is fantastic. Now we are retracing, right? Clear all these lows maybe, right? Drop down to 0.618. Yeah, this will be fantastic. But yeah, for now, I don't think there's anything much to do. Not an area to be going short nor long for mana. EGLD, Multiverse X. Here we are for Multiverse X. Fairly weak. So again, the preference is for Multiverse X to do this. Right, coming down for a C. We may go all the way up though to the skinny pink line, but yeah, from a trading standpoint, EGLD is very weak. Right, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. How much more are we going to drop? I don't know, bros. I don't know. Right, lower highs, lower highs. Nice. Yeah, still in a downward trend. Right. The skinny pink line is your friend. It'll tell you if we're in a bullish or bearish trend. Super against USD, again, is also under the skinny pink line. Again, I can also count 5 waves over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inverse head and shoulders over here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Broke out, retest, pump, rose higher. Rose even higher. Could this be a double bearish divergence? Could we be coming back down, getting head and shoulders, drop a bit lower? Yes, no? I don't know. It's very scary. This whole thing could also turn into a head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We drop even lower. Absolutely possible. But again, to be honest, right? I think this is a good area to short though. I think this is a very good short area. This is a noisy area, right? Yeah. We might go a little bit higher. And after that, I think, yeah, potentially we could drop lower for Super. We did 8 yesterday. So we're going to continue with XC Infinity. So for XC Infinity, right, for games, for coins that are clearly trending negative, we will have to bearish. We will have to take trades on a in-out basis and see, like, we can't hold it for long unless there's a very high quality chart pattern that appears. Otherwise, yeah, no. Even XC Infinity doesn't look like there's anything. But when you see wicks like this, right, like what we saw on the stacks just now, when you see wicks like this, normally the whales will pull the price lower. I mean, of course, let's do a replay, right? When this happened, right, this was where the price was at. So you'd be like, oh, more likely than not, the whales will clear these lows. More likely than not. So eventually, what happened? The whales actually did clear the lows. Yes, there was a rally, but we were under the skinny pink line. So we will assume that the bearish trend continues lower. And eventually it did continue lower, right? And we did decisively take out the low, right? Again, there's still another low over here. Stray week, right, at about 183. I suspect that XC could still drop to 183, right? Clearing these lows before heading higher. So, yeah, to me, I still think that XC will eventually turn bullish, and we will, more likely than not, clear $19 eventually. Eventually, one fine day, when I don't know, but one fine day, more likely than not, so we'll come back up here to clear this stray week. So, yeah, those are my thoughts for XC Infinity. Let's look at Ronin. Let's go a little bit further. Ronin against USD. Here we are for Ronin. Doesn't fill me with confidence. Still very weak. I suspect we're gonna clear these cells. Be very careful. Beam. Okay, this is a bonus. Beam X USDT on Binance. So for Beam, we have two targets out of the oven. One is at 1.47 cents. The other one is at 1.82 cents. It's bonus content. So for BeamX, there is a potential ascending triangle. You see this, boys and girls? Valley 1, Valley 2. I think that's a Valley 3 coming on, right? At first it was like that, right? It was like A, B, C, D, E. Perfect. We didn't really... there was no clear breakout. But look at this. We retraced to the breakout point. This was where we broke out from, right? Broke out, retested. It's like, okay, we're changing into something else. We are morphing into another kind of a chart pattern. Valley 1, Valley 2. We're going to count this whole thing. Valley 3. At what point will we consider the targets to be invalidated? Yeah, you take out this low. Take out this low. That's it. Targets invalidated. But it's looking good to me. And I think it was good. We are probably going up towards the skinny pink line. Watch out for some bullish announcement from the BeamX team. I think there could be something coming on. So 1.4, and after that 1.8. We may again also morph into something else, but as it stands right now, this looks to me like an ascending triangle. And the first target is at 1.47 cents. There we go. All right, hope you guys have a great weekend. See you in the next one. Ta-ta!